Hello and welcome back to my channel, Julep's Garden. I live in North Carolina, zone 7B. We're going to be taking a little tour of Lowe's today and see what they have in stock for the month of June. It's been a lot chillier in the mornings lately here in North Carolina than usual, so I have the sweatshirt on, but I know it's going to warm up soon. I'm going to grab one of these because I'll be picking up some soil while we're here. So let's go see. Look at this, guys. 3 for $12 on Bonnie Select, 19.3 ounce vegetable and herbs. So I think that's like these little container sizes. Let's see, 19.3. Yep. So basically all of this is 3 for $12. That is really good. If you haven't gotten your veggies or herbs yet, this is a great time to come and get them since it's later in the season. And then over here, they have these coleus that are in the herb section. I guess it's from the same company, but they're $5.98. They're a pretty decent size. And let's see how high they're gonna get. These can get up to 3 feet high. That's really good. Part shade to full sun. So it's not a bad price. These would grow really quickly. They also have it in geraniums, $5.98. All these are $5.98. They have petunias and some vinca and some Gerber daisies. They have the knockout roses. This is 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons. And they're, let's see, this one is 25, but the slightly smaller gallon, 1.5 gallon, is $22.98. But look at this color. I love this like salmon pink color. Gorgeous. And knockout roses are supposed to be easier care than maybe your traditional rose. I was just looking at this salvia that they put a tag over what probably was $4.99. It's now $5.48. That's so sad. The price is going up on everything. But this is blue salvia, and this wants full sun. And look at it starting to bloom. They have this ballerina lilac armeria, and it is a perennial, $7.48. And then we have some dianthus, and the dianthus are $7.48 also. It's a nice frosty foliage with a pop of pink, so pretty. Over here we have Mexican heather, and this is $4.98, and this is an annual, so it won't come back year after year, but it would look so pretty as a ground cover. Here we have some pentas for $4.98. These are annuals, but they love the sun in summer. I'm always so impressed with the variety of dianthus. Look at this one. And dianthus do come back most every year. $7.48 for this one. And this is the sentimental blue balloon flower, a perennial, $7.48. And then look at the little blooms. I'm guessing this is where it gets its name from. And look at this beautiful yarrow. I love yarrow. This one is Saucy Seduction, $7.48. And yarrow does come back year after year. And I think it's great for like cut flower arrangements. And then here we have our traditional daylily for $7.98. And these are always super easy and come back faithfully year after year. This is a Monrovia Speedwell Vernique Rose for $11.98. I have some, I think it's also known as Veronica, but my pollinators absolutely go crazy for it. I even have bee balm right next to it, and they prefer the Veronica or Speedwell. And then over here we have the Spin Top Red Blanket Flower, and this is a perennial full sun, $11.98. This is a Larkspur Summer Blues, $11.98, perennial, full sun. It's almost blooming. This is Coreopsis, Lil Bang Daybreak Coreopsis, $11.98, and it's a perennial. A lot of perennials in stock. Here's some more Larkspur, but blooming. Very pretty. And then over here we have a Spin Top Yellow Touch Blanket Flower It's a perennial for $11.98. This is lantana, and I love this berry pink color with a little bit of yellow. And lantana is an annual, and it's $8.98, but it loves the heat, and it's also supposed to be deer resistant. This is Gardenia Sweet Vibe Gerber Daisy, $9.98. Of course, this wants full sun. So pretty. This is Bee's Knees Petunia. It says bring home the brightest yellow petunia. $8.98, but look at it. It's beautiful. I love this just soft tone yellow. Look at it with the blue sky. Gorgeous. We have some annual petunias for $3.98 for one little container. And then the same thing for the vincas. This nice bright white vinca. And then we have some celosia. Now the celosia is a pack of 8 for $3.98. Over here we have 2 for $2.48 single little geraniums. And they have this color too. Look at how beautiful this container looks. They have it like in one of these barrels, but it's a Proven Winners container. It's Amethyst Dreams, $49.98, and it has 3 different plants. It looks like 2 different types of petunias, and what is this? We just saw it, the lantana. It looks like maybe a calibrachoa, petunia, and lantana. So they still have the Impatiens. It's an 8-pack for $3.98. Impatiens are great for shade. And they have so many different colors. Also great for shade are begonias, and they have these, 12 packs for $12.98. And they have the different colors. These are mixed with pink and hot pink and white. And then they have the let's see. So these are an 8-pack for $3.98. Look at these New Guinea Impatiens or Sun Patiens. These containers are $19.98, but look at this flower. Look at the size of it. It's beautiful. And then look how bright these colors are. They're gorgeous. Look at this one. Begonias are so versatile because they come in so many different shades. Even the leaves have different shades. Like this one is a dark leaf with a white pop of flowers. This is an 8-pack for $3.98. And these will grow to about, I want to say like a foot. Let's see, a foot wide, 8 inches high. So you definitely, here you can cover 8 feet worth of space. And now over here we have vinca. Vinca is supposed to be pretty easy. This is also an 8-pack for $3.98, and these each one will get about 14 by 14. So definitely a good bedding plant. We have the French marigold. This one is a single container for $3.98, but slightly bigger. And then here you can get a smaller size, but it's an 8-pack for $3.98, and they will grow back out. And look, they have geraniums in these 12 packs, which are about $12.98. So you're getting each geranium for a little bit over $1, which I don't think is bad at all. Actually, scratch that. It's a 9-pack. So it's not coming out to about $1, but it's still not bad at all for the geraniums. They also have these little packs. They come with also 9 plants. But it's $14.98, and we have a calibrachoa, 2 different shades, and lobelia. Isn't that pretty? They have these brilliant bloom spinning stars calibrachoa for $14.98, and they're already trailing off the edge. Look at this bright lantana for $8.98. This is Monrovia bandana red lantana, and then they also have this color, which is my personal favorite, and this is bandana cherry sunrise lantana. This is the Icania Portofino Hot Orange Begonia for $5.98. Beautiful, and these can grow in either sun or shade. This is such a simple container. It's just coleus and caladiums, $29.98, and it's got this little pedestal type container. But I think it's so simple, but yeah, I can imagine it's gonna explode and look beautiful. This is all the proven winner annuals, so I'm gonna go through and try to name off all the different names. Let's start over here. This is Blew My Mind Dwarf Morning Glory, $5.98, full sun. Over here we have Superbina Imperial Blue Verbena, $5.98, full to part sun. This is Super Tunia Bordeaux Petunias, full to part sun, $5.98. This is Super Bell's Holy Smokes Calibrachoa, $5.98, full to part sun. They have Diamond Frost Euphorbia, $5.98, full to part sun. And then this is the Super Tunia Honey Petunia, $5.98, full to part sun. This is Super Bell's Holy Cow, $5.98, full to part sun. And then this one is beautiful and bright. Super Bell's Tangerine Punch Calibrachoa, full to part sun. They also have a Lemon Coral Sedum for $5.98, full to part sun. And then a look at these beautiful petunias. This is Super Tunia Daybreak Charm, $9.98. We have some Scotch Moss for full shade, $4.98 as a ground cover. And then Liriope for $7.98, part sun for $7.98. We have a Proven Winners Arborvitae North Pole for $26.98. And this one wants sun to parts shade. Carolina Sapphire Cypress, so this wants full sun, $24.98. Look at the bird. This is the Emerald Green Arborvitae for $12.98. This is a 2.47 quart. Leyland Cypress Full Sun, $24.98. This is a Proven Winners Polar Gold Arborvitae for $26.98, and it wants sun to part shade, and I love this color. Look at this beautiful camellia from Southern Living Plant Collection. This one's October Magic Camellia, so this will be blooming. If you plant it now, it will be blooming for the fall, which will be a really nice when, you know, everything's kind of petering out. And this is full sun to part shade, $29.98. They still have the Encore Azalea, $29.98. So you know the Encore Azalea will bloom twice in a year, which is really great, and it keeps its foliage through the winter. Here we have a Tall Guy, an Arborvitae, and this one is $24.98. Looks like we have some Laurel Petalums over here. This is Crimson Fire French Flower for $28.98, and this can do full sun to part shade, and it gets these beautiful flowers in the spring. This is a Southern Living Pancake Arborvitae, so it only gets 18 inches high and 3 feet wide for $24.98. Also from the Southern Living collection, this is Touch of Gold Holly. This wants full sun to part shade, $26.98, 2 feet high by 4 feet wide. So this one is called Flip Side. It says Chase Tree, and this is supposed to be a full sun. It says it gets 8-inch panicle of fragrant deep purple flowers. It's a strong rebloomer. It got its name because of grayish olive green leaves are dusky purple on the lower surface. How pretty is this? $28.98. Here we have Banana Appeal Small Anise Tree. So this one says it can do part sun to shade. So a lot of the ones I see always say full sun to part shade. So this one actually does part sun to full shade. So if you have a full shade area and you want this nice bright pop of color, this will be 4 feet by 4 feet. I think this is a great addition. $28.98. Along that same idea, we have Sunshine Ligustrum. Now this one does want full sun to part sun, but it does get bigger. It gets up to 6 feet high and 4 feet wide for $28.98. This is the Southern Living Juliet Clara. And this one, it wants full sun to part shade, $26.98, but it does get a good amount bigger than the others. This one gets up to 10 feet high, 6 feet wide. But look at this foliage. And here we have a Mahonia, a marble Mahonia for $27.98. The Mahonias can also do full shade, and look at this flower, so pretty. And this will be 6 feet high, 4 feet wide. So here we have a panicle hydrangea. So this reminds me a lot, or I guess it would be similar to like the Proven Winners Limelights, but this is the Monrovia brand, full sun to partial sun, $32.98 for a 3-gallon. And this is a Monrovia Berry Dazzle Dwarf Crepe Myrtle. It only gets 4 feet high, $26.98. And look at, it's already starting to bloom. So pretty. And there's tons of Boston ferns, hanging baskets for $16.98. These beautiful hostas, partial sun to full shade. Hostas are perennials. They come back every year. These are $19.98 for frozen margarita. And then right next to it, we have some foxglove. They're blooming and beautiful. And let's see what this one is called. So this is Pink Panther Foxglove, perennial for $15.98. And it says full sun, but usually you can find some varieties that will do well with part shade too. And pollinators absolutely love these little blooms. And they have 2 for $10 on quart-sized perennials, so they come out to $5 each. Here are some ferns. They have the autumn fern and the Japanese painted fern. This is the apple court Japanese painted fern, but see, they're normally almost $8. They'd come out to $5 because you get 2 for $10. And for the shade, you have these beautiful sweet potato vines for $3.98, and these will just explode. Look, 36 inches wide, 18 inches high. And then they have the different varieties that you can pair it with, like a dark purple foliage or these kind of cool leaves. Beautiful. This is Vancouver Centennial Geranium for $3.98, full sun to part shade. Look at the sweet flowers. A lot of Creeping Jenny. Creeping Jenny will come back usually here in North Carolina. Mine tends to always come back even though it's an annual, and it spreads very quickly. It's very easy to root. You just kind of put it into the soil and it'll root, but it adds this really bright pop of color, but it can start to take over, so you have to kind of keep on top of it. And then they have all the ivies also. I recommend these more if you're going to have a container, because these also can get really aggressive. And here are all the echinaceas. I love echinacea. Echinacea comes back every year. It actually has like a lot of medicinal purposes you can use it for too. It's $15.98. This is Sombrero Adobe Orange Coneflower, and each year they just get bigger and bigger, and the seeds will self-seed and give you more plants. And there's a lot of different varieties. Look at this one. Look at this. Double scoop bubblegum coneflower. How pretty. It's a Proven Winners Perfect Profusion, $11.98. These will come back every year, and it's a salvia full sun. And here we have some Proven Winner hostas. This is, let's see if I can find it, Shadowland Hudson Baby for $11.98. Have some Proven Winner Heuchera for also $11.98. This is a Lowe's brand lavender for $16.98. It's early blue scent lavender. These are from Proven Winners too. They look like Shasta daisies, $11.98, but they don't have the tags. And then this looks like more salvia, just different color. This looks like Coral Bells, Proven Winners, $11.98. These are great for shade. Mine have done absolutely wonderful. They come back year after year, and these are so sweet when they flower. We have Portulaca for $4.98. This is an annual, but they are so beautiful. They're actually really easy. They do want a lot of sun. And then this is Copper's Ice Plant, $5.48. There's just something about these flowers and this kind of succulent type look. I love it. This is a Dwarf Coreopsis, $7.48. It's a perennial. Comes back every year, wants full sun. It's got these little yellow flowers. But then look at this. This is Autumn Fire Sedum. This is also perennial, $7.48, but I love this foliage. It's more yarrow. This one is Strawberry Seduction, $7.48, full sun. And they have this Lowe's brand butterfly bush. This is Naho Blue, $16.98. So these come back every year, and they usually can get bigger and bigger. Let's see how big this one gets. This one gets up to 4 feet high and wide. They love the sun, and butterflies love them, hence the name. Okay, here they are. I have been looking and searching for Proven Winner Hibiscus. So this is the Summerific collection, and these are perennial hibiscus. Look, I will prove it to you. Okay, zones. Hardy in zones 4 through 9, -30 degrees. Okay, and look at these blooms. So this is $24.98 for a 2-gallon. Look at this dark foliage, and then you get those bright red blooms. So this is a special find. I haven't seen this anywhere else so far. Okay, and we also have Magenta Chiffon, a Rose of Sharon for $26.98. It says it's extra long blooming. And this one's full sun. It gets up to 12 feet high, 6 feet wide. Wow, that is huge. This is a Camellia R.I. Wheeler Camellia. This one will be blooming in the spring. Look at that flower. $28.98, 2.25 gallon container. And then they have gardenias. These are about to get ready to bloom. $24.98. They bloom. This one says spring, summer, and fall. This is August Beauty Gardenia. Now, gardenias tend to be more of a southern plant. Let's see, their cold hardiness is 20 to 10. So non-hardy in zones 1 through 7. Technically, we're 7B, but they can sometimes survive unless we get a really big cold. There's some varieties that are even more cold tolerant. We have these beautiful fountain grasses for $7.98. And then we have more verbena here for $7.98. And then this is a purple fountain grass, $4.98. And these love water. So the more water you give them, the more they grow. And last, before I go, I wanted to show you guys this celosia. I love this bright magenta color, $3.98, full sun. Okay guys, that's it for today. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I can post right away when I find good deals or a specialty plant. Like today, I was able to post those hibiscus right away. So if there's a plant you've been looking for, you'll be able to see it right away when it's in the store and get it before it sells out. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.